In this AVBOB Dream Team training tutorial, we'll show you the perfect script to get a prospect to view the opportunity and set up the next connection time. The following elevator pitch can work on your phone, over WhatsApp, face-to-face, or even email. It is a simple 8-step process designed to get the person you're talking to connect with your upline, the company videos, or meet with you and your sponsor for a coffee. So the first step is be in a hurry. Second step, compliment your prospect. Step number 3, make the invitation. Step number 4, if I, would you? Step number 5 is get the time commitment. Step 6, confirm the time commitment. Step 7, schedule your next call. And step 8, get off the phone. Let's go into step number 1, which is be in a hurry. The reason for being in a hurry is that the business presentation takes you time and you don't want to have to do a full presentation right there on the spot. So here's an example of what you'd say. I don't have a lot of time to talk, but I thought it was very important that I reached you. Number 2, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. Example number 3, I'm running out the door, but I need to talk to you real quick. Step number 2 in the process is complimenting your prospect. Now, any compliment you must give has to be genuine. If it is, your prospect will feel very happy to do whatever you ask them to do. So here's an example. You've given me some of the best service that I've ever received. Second example, you are super sharp and you really impress me. Third example, you've made this a fantastic experience for me. Step number 3 in the process is making the invitation. In this step, you provide them with a reason to be interested without making them a target. Here's a couple examples. I work with AVBOB and they've just launched a new referral channel that is very profitable. They are looking for some sharp people just like you that might be interested in some additional cash flow. Do you know anyone who might fit that description? Step number 4 in the process is if I, would you? And this is a method of reciprocity. Regardless of what they say, you need to move to step number 4. If I do something for you, would you do something for me? You are helping them, so they should in turn help you. Now here's a couple of examples. If I give you a link to a presentation, would you take a look? If I give you a link to a website with a complete presentation, would you check it out? If I invite you to a special invitation only webinar or a Zoom call, would you attend? If I buy you a coffee, would you join me in my upline to take a look at the presentation? Step number 5 in the process is getting the time commitment. You need to lock in that time so that you and your prospect have a clear understanding as to the next step. What is important is that you need to get them to set the appointments. You should never be the one that sets the appointment for them. So here's a couple of examples. Number 1, when do you think you have time to watch the presentation for sure? Number 2, when would you be able to attend the webinar or the Zoom meeting for sure? Number 3, when do you think you'll be able to watch the YouTube video for sure? And number 4, when will you have time to have a coffee with me at the Wimpy? As you can see, all of these examples require the prospect to decide when they can take action. You will just agree with them. Which leads us into step number 6, confirm the time commitments. It is not good enough to get the time commitments, you also need to lock it in. So here are a couple of examples of what you would say. If they told you they'd consume the content on, let's say, Wednesday, you would say something like, so if I called you on Thursday, you would have watched the video for sure? I can join you for coffee tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Wimpy. You would say, so if I get my upline to the Wimpy tomorrow at 2 p.m., you'll be there for sure, right? Which leads us into step number 7, scheduling the next call. You need to get agreement for the next contact or the next connection. You never leave a conversation without setting up the next call. Now here are a couple examples. What's the best time for me to call you? Step number 8 is get off the phone. And this is the final step. Don't get stuck into any further conversation. Remember, at the beginning of the process, you told your prospect that you don't have much time. So here are a couple of examples of what you can use for step 8. Great. We'll talk then. I must run. Sorry, I don't have a lot of time to talk now, but I'll see you at Wimpy tomorrow. And 3, I am late for my next appointment. I'll call you on Thursday as arranged. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinion. I have to run now. Goodbye. So let's see how we put all 8 steps together in an elevator pitch. Here's an example. You would say, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught you. You are super sharp and you've really impressed me. Your prospect would say something like, thank you. That's nice of you to say. You would then respond with, I work with AVBOB and they've just launched a new referral channel that is very profitable. They are looking for some sharp entrepreneurs just like you who might be interested in some additional cash flow. If I give you a link to a presentation, would you take a look? The prospect says, yes, sure. You then say, when do you think you could watch the presentation for sure? The prospect says, tomorrow morning. You say, so if I call you tomorrow afternoon, you would have watched it for sure, right? Prospect says yes. You say, what time should I call you? Prospect says 3 p.m. You say, excellent. I have to run, but I'll call you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Goodbye.